Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Whittle's Pod. Today we have Pranisha with us, founder of Poosa. Hey Pranisha, what's up?
Hi, Abhishek. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, and happy to have you on Whittle's Pod. Take us. The first question I want to ask you is, you left your 9 to 5, then you started Poosa. How did that happen? Take us through that journey.
I actually didn't leave. I kind of got laid off. So what
Mm-hmm.
happened was I was working in corporate and I had worked in my first job after college, working there for almost 2.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And they were laying off everybody on the team. But I didn't know this, obviously. And I had scheduled a trip to India to figure out manufacturers because I'm really excited to start this brand I've been thinking about for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And the Monday before I was going to go to India, like the
Mm-hmm.
same week, I got
Mm-hmm.
laid off. And that was a huge thing for me because it was my first job out of college, so it meant a lot.
Right. Right.
But I didn't have a lot of time to process it, and I went straight to India in a couple of days after that. And
Mm.
I just focused on the brand and try not to think about it. When I came back, I finally kind of processed it, put things together, and started my journey.
Right. I mean, why fashion? Why fashion? Why did you? What made you to get into this? Because I think you had an engineering background
Mhm.
behind, and what made you to get into fashion?
Yeah. So what happened was even growing up, I love clothes. I used to draw clothes all over my binders and everything. But
Mm-hmm.
in fifth grade, I got my first sewing machine, and and that kind of started everything. I used to, put random things together. It didn't look great, but I got a lot of joy out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And even since then, I've been pretty good with the sewing machine.
Mm-hmm.
And one day, actually, I think this was 2024, 2023 or something. It was my
Mm-hmm.
birthday, and I had made my own flower top. I made a top for myself, and I was in line for a concert.
Mm-hmm.
And when and then the line was 4 hours long, so it was quite a long line.
Mm-hmm.
And 10 people came up to me and told me that they liked my top and they wanted to buy it. And obviously, I hadn't made anything. I hadn't made a brand before. So
Right.
that's kind of how everything started. And that's why clothing.
Right. Sounds very cool. A side quest which has become a brand now.
Yeah, exactly.
And where does the brand name come from?
Pusa means beads in Telugu.
Oh, oh, I mean, uh, is that intentional that you want to build an Indian brand to global audience? What is the intention behind it?
Yeah, exactly. I want to bring Indian craftsmanship and Indian artistry and bring it in the forefront of the world. I In India, it's very, very normal to have beaded embroidered clothes.
Yeah,
You'll see
yeah,
it in every
yeah,
street, but that's not
yeah,
normal in the US. It's If
yeah.
you see anything with beads in it, it's probably very, very expensive
Right,
and it's not very available. And
right,
one of the biggest things I see with customers is they're so surprised about how intricate the beads are and everything is. So it's a surprise here, and that's why I think it's working well.
right. And where are your, customers are from? Which country are your highest customers? And were you surprised of any country that you have seen on your mail the address that, oh man, this country
Yeah.
is ordering my package?
Yeah. So most of my customers are from the US.
Okay,
I would say like 7, 8, no, like 85% of my orders are from the US.
cool.
And then actually one country that I was really surprised about is Australia. A lot of
Oh,
people from Australia like my clothes,
uh-huh.
and I would think it was UK. It would be UK or something, but it's not. Actually, like UK is much further down the list. It's Australia. Yeah.
Sounds cool. Are the Indians settled out of, or like, are they, like, Australians and uh, people from that particular country?
Yeah, actually, so of the US orders, I mean, I look at the names, right? So you can kind of
Hmm.
tell, but I would say around 60% of people who buy from my brand are like Indian Americans, and
Cool.
then the rest are just like regular everyday
That,
Americans. So
that's a big number of 40% people.
yeah, it's a big number. I think I was able to hit an audience and show people that it is for everyone because it is, and I want to
Right.
kind of spread the word. Yeah.
Right. And I could see that you have built the brand very organically, and I have seen your page, which has grown to 80,000 followers right now, which is close to 80,000 followers. And how did that actually happen? How, I mean, I have also seen a reel that you have been mentioning that you have grown your audience 10,000 each every month. So
Yeah.
what, so it, I mean, a lot of brands do that, try to do that,
hmm
but they're not able to hit it. How are you able to crack that algorithm of Instagram?
Yeah. So actually, first I started with posting 3 to 4 times a day.
Cool.
Yeah, that's a
Okay.
lot. Yeah. So for the first few months, I was posting that much. And
Mm-hmm.
then as I grew, I slowed it down.
Hmm.
But mostly I kind of see what's doing well. And
Okay.
the high amount of volume at the beginning really helped that because then I could see so many videos and see what does well and what doesn't do well. And then when something does well, I just keep doing it.
Hmm.
And that's really worked for me. And just the high volume has worked for me.
Okay. I mean, uh, and I feel also that the content is really authentic. It's not, framed, or it's not, scripted. You're just putting
Yeah,
out your
never script.
original story. I feel that has,
Mhm.
helped the algorithm a lot to for people to connect to the brand.
Yeah,
And
I agree with that. Yeah, continue.
yeah, yeah, you can continue. You can continue. Yeah.
So, the authenticity, I think it's because I don't even plan my social media out. I have no idea what I'm going to post tomorrow. It just kind
Right.
of happens.
Right.
Sometimes I'll make some videos, maybe two or three in one day, and post them throughout the week, but I don't have a plan. And I think that's why it shows authentic because it's really what's going on right now is what I post.
Right. I mean that's how a personal brand should be built on Instagram, and I think you have cracked it. And I've seen a lot of your reels say that I sold out, or I have to restock. Why is that? Why? I mean, how is that? Demand is there, but I think restocking has become a big hustle for you.
Yeah, that is true. Actually, I think a lot of businesses who try to do like sold out collections and stuff, they manufacture the selling out. They're like, oh, I'm going to only get this much, and then I know it's going to sell out and I'm going to create hype. But
Yeah.
that's not me at all. It happened accidentally. Like, I genuinely don't want to be sold out. I want to be able to provide stuff for people. It's
Right.
literally because I can't keep up. So I wish it was that problem. But yeah, I mean, so like one reason is because I bootstrapped all of this. So this is all just my own money that I saved up for the 2.5 years that I
Yes. Of
worked in
yeah.
corporate.
Yeah.
So it's not like I have huge amounts of money I can pour into the business. Another thing
Right.
is the fabric we make is super detailed and it takes forever to create. The entire thing takes so long. So I get them to create some a little bit at a time. And also every time I restock, my order amount increases. Like I'm like at the first collection I came out with was 150 items or something. And then I restocked with 100 items of one item. And then it was
Mm-hmm.
200 and then 300 and then 400. I'm increasing. It just keeps selling out. So I'm like I guess the next collection's coming out and it's going to be much larger. So we'll see.
I mean, you're hitting the numbers, I think.
Yeah.
And And I don't think you guys are investing on paid campaigns, or it's just organic orders which are coming in.
Yeah, there's no point in putting paid ads when I'm sold out. I literally have nothing in my warehouse right now. I'm working on getting it restocked. There's no point.
A lot of, I mean, the place you are in are like, I mean, it's like a dream to a lot of D2C founders out there
Yeah.
building any brand. And is there something you wish you knew before launching a decision you would have make differently after
Mhm.
getting through all? I mean, how many years it's been building Poosa?
So that India trip I was telling you about,
Mm.
that was last year, February.
Mm-hmm.
And then I launched the brand on October 25th, so like 6 months later. So it's only been around 8 months since I started the brand. I launched it 8 months ago, like 8 months ago,
Right.
7 months ago, something like that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I mean, you missed the question of mine. I mean,
Oh,
what
yeah,
is
yeah.
there any, yeah, this decision that you have made it
Mhm.
differently?
That's a good question. Um, I think I wish I took a bigger leap to begin with.
Mm.
Basically what I mean by that is I started posting before I even launched, and
Mm.
I got a lot of good feedback, a lot of followers and all of that, and a lot of hype. But then
Mm-hmm.
I still, because I was so insecure and worried that I won't sell through, I didn't order that much. I told you, right? Like my
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
like first stock wasn't that much. And
Yeah.
I had a lot of evidence to show that more people would buy it. And I still
Mm.
didn't order more for the first collection because I was scared. So I wish I just took a bigger leap of faith and believed in myself more. So that's one thing I would change.
Right. And what is that thing you want to like add right now? Is it like more inventory? What is that, uh, pivot you have to do right now to increase the numbers, or like what is the actual problem to getting it restocked? Is it the manufacturing side or is it the logistics? I've also seen you explaining a lot about it. Can you please get into detail of explaining that clearly?
Yeah. So the problem right now is the manufacturing. I
Hmm.
think I've moved two manufacturers already, and
And they're
it's
based out
just
from?
they're based out of India.
Okay.
Yeah. And it just takes a long time. And I think even from the beginning, my problem has always been like my supply chain, my manufacturer, trying to find
Hmm.
someone who works with me, who replies very quickly, who
Hmm.
gets collections out quickly. Right
Right.
now, my idea to conception is like 6 months.
Right.
So that's super long. Restocks are like 2 to 3 months.
Hmm.
So I don't even wait until I'm fully sold out to order my next round of restock, but it still takes so long because it just the entire process is very long. So I think if I was able to speed that up, a lot of
Right.
things would change.
Right. Is it like a skill matter which is taking a lot of time to get that design out, or because being a labor intensive country like India, why are you
Mhm.
finding it difficult to get it manufactured?
So so making the fabric takes a long time. Picking out
Hmm.
the fabrics takes a long time, and then sewing it together takes a long time. They just all add up. And also, I don't have a person in India to run
Oh,
this. I kind of do all of this back and forth from the US with different people. So I'm constantly looking for people who will make this better for me. And I think the fact that I don't live in India and I don't have some counterpart in India doing this full-heartedly is probably making it worse. Yeah.
nice. We'll find a solution for that later. But yeah,
Sure.
uh, and also if someone is entering into fashion industry, someone who is all very passionate and who wants to try out something in the industry, what is your suggestion getting into this industry and been
Mm.
there for a while right now.
Yeah. I think for me, it's never sell to an empty audience. If you're
Okay.
gonna sell something, like make sure there's someone to sell to. That's kind of
Mm.
what I did with my brand. I created an audience before I even started selling. And so even on that first day, I made like 5 figures in sales in dollars. So it was
Right.
just it's that's huge. And
Right.
to even have that first hype, that first really great day will keep you moving forward.
I
And
know.
if you don't have like, if you get like one order maybe on the first day or even zero, I don't know how I would have felt. I don't know if I would have kept going. So don't even put yourself in that scenario. Start with seeing what the people like. We're in a good time right now,
Right.
with social media, with AI, use all the
Yeah.
resources you can.
Yeah. And where did your first customers come from? Is it through social media, and see you started posting before you launched, or how did you have a community that you grabbed your first customers? How did that go?
Yeah, I'm not a content creator, so when I was making not at all. Actually, I don't like content creation.
But
Yeah, that's why
you're
like a lot of
nailing it.
people.
You say
Thank you.
you're not good at content creation and you're nailing it.
Thank you. I'm not saying I'm not good. I just don't like it very much. I just do it. A lot of people come to me and tell me, "Oh, I'm not
Because
good
you
at
make
content
money.
creation," or I don't like this, but you don't have a choice. You have to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Make money.
Same with
But
me. Yeah, I know.
right? Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I actually started from zero, like zero followers, and I worked and I worked and I worked and I got it up there. I
Oh,
didn't
okay.
come with some following or I'm not a creator. I just created it because for the business, that's all.
Is there, I mean, see, you should have something in mind that I have to post this kind of video, or what is the strategy? How
Mm.
authentic you wanted to be, or what was the plan while you started posting the content?
Yeah, I had no clue what to post at first. And I
Mm-hmm.
used to just post, some pictures with a beat of a song of just random clothes. Like I didn't even know what to post. It was really weird. And
Okay.
then I started, seeing a lot of people do founder-led content. So
Right.
I was like, you know what? Why don't I do that and just talk about every single little thing? And that's how it started. I don't
Yeah.
have as much founder-led content as I used to in the past. I think I
Mm-hmm.
still do have some, but not as much. But back then, I would literally post about, oh, I'm going to try this color, or today I'm going to talk to this person. Literally every single piece, I would talk about it. I would also react in front of a camera a lot, and that helped.
Yeah, I know. I think you also reply to a lot of comments and
Mhm.
give that connection to the user.
Mhm.
But then, what is your aspirational brand, or what is that brand that I mean, that you take it as a motivation, or like you want to be in the future? What is that
Mhm.
brand you always try to keep up?
Um, I don't know because I think I want a combination of things that I don't see a lot of brands doing.
Uh-huh.
My vision for the brand is to have Poosa in almost like all the major countries. I
Yeah.
want there to be Poosa India, Poosa US. That's why it's called Poosa.us, not
Mm.
Poosa. It not just
Okay.
Poosa, you know?
Right.
And it's because I want to have a different Instagram channel for each country. I'm
Mm-hmm.
thinking like India, Australia, UK, just, and then and have someone be the face of each of those Instagrams
Mm-hmm.
and ship out of and have a warehouse in each of the countries and
Right.
slowly build. And that's kind of
Right.
my vision for the brand and
Mm-hmm.
grow and to grow it and stuff. Yeah.
Right. And so you say that there is no, I mean, you don't inspire from any other brand, or is there something that you inspired from this particular brand or that particular brand?
I think I got inspiration for video content from different brands, but
Okay.
their business structure, no.
Right. I mean, you're pretty honest. You're pretty honest in it, in
Yeah.
everything.
No, I definitely like hurt people's feelings sometimes because I'm too blunt. Very, very honest. It's not
I
good.
was trying to get out some brand's name out of your mouth, but it didn't happen.
I don't want I feel like I have a big enough internet presence where if I talk about a different brand, it wouldn't bode well. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a lot of like Instagram conflicts between
Uh-huh.
fashion brands. There's a lot of
Wow.
them, and I'm never
Okay.
in it. There's a reason for
Right.
that. I don't
Right.
get myself into the
Right.
conflict.
And let's come to the ecosystem in Austin, particularly in fashion brands. How do you see that? I mean, I think it is more competitive, like in LA or NYC, in terms of
Yeah,
fashion brands. How is the ecosystem over there?
really bad. There's no ecosystem in Austin.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I live here because this is kind of where I've stayed for a long time. I don't
Hmm.
plan to be here forever though. I do want to move to a fashion capital at some point of
Right.
time when it
Right.
gets bigger. We've only
Oh,
been open for like 8 months, so I'm waiting for it to get bigger
right.
first.
Is it LA or like NYC you're planning to move
Oh,
out?
New York City all the way. I love that I love that city. It's amazing.
Right. And I also feel, I mean, I've gone through your website and the homepage looks great. I really like the video you framed on
Oh,
the
good.
homepage. And I see there is a lot of, I mean, Europeans that would be interested in, checking out the website. What do you feel for, because I see a lot of beach wear or like, summer
Mm,
wears on the European streets. I would
mm.
really, I mean, I could get the vibe of the website over there. What do you feel?
Okay, good. Oh, are you asking if I should move to
Yeah,
Europe?
yeah, yeah.
No, I'm good. I don't know.
No, no, I'm
I've
not asking that you going to Europe, but Europe audience are not your target because I see you have never
uh,
mentioned them as your audience yet.
hmm. I don't I'm I think it's not that they're not my audience. I actually just don't even know. I think I've gotten a lot of orders from Europe, but I
Hmm.
haven't specifically catered to one country or the other.
Yeah, yeah,
I've just been mostly focusing on the US because I've grown up in the US, like grown up all over the US. So I think that's just why. I think if I have more time and the business grows more, I would put more resources into catering towards Europe. Yeah.
right, right. Okay. And you talk a lot about why you quit and why the struggle is real. I mean, can you take us through the struggle and what were your major setbacks as an entrepreneur being,
Yeah.
because before you were in your 9 to 5 and the shift of 9 to 5 to entrepreneurship is a big leap for
Oh
anybody
yeah.
out there. So take the audience through the journey. How was the shift?
That's such a good question. So actually before I started Poosa, I was starting a brand too, and it failed so badly.
Right.
Um, I actually, while I was still in my corporate job, I started this brand, and
Is it
maybe it's
passion
because of
or like it was a different industry?
it was fashion.
Okay.
Basically, I was making clothes. I had a factory in Houston, Texas, who was
Mm-hmm.
making it, and it was just very, very bad. Everything fell apart. I put $3,000 in there, and it just
Didn't
went
work.
down the drain. It's a lot of
Yeah.
money too. Back in the day, this was a year into my first corporate job, so that's a lot of money. And it was all my own that I earned, and it was really tough. And I felt like maybe I'm just not cut out for having my own business or in fashion or
Mm,
anything. But somehow I kept pushing and it worked out. But even after I moved from my corporate job to doing it full time,
mm-hmm.
I was so stressed out because it was all money was up and down, you know? I would sell out for months at a time and then I wouldn't have any money coming in.
Right.
And then and then any money I was getting, it would be reinvested to the next restock
Stock. Yeah.
because it kept getting bigger, right? I told you, like
Right.
the each collection kept getting bigger that I ordered, so I wouldn't have a lot of money left over at the end of the day. So it was definitely a lot of ups and downs. Also, I like a rigid schedule,
Mm-hmm.
and when there's no schedule and I get to make the schedule, it was not great for me. And
It is
also
very scary.
very, very scary. And also making 3 to 4 videos a day. I think that's all I did all day. There's no time for anything else. It's so hard.
Right.
It was tough. But now I think I've gotten the hang of things a little more. I make videos maybe a couple times a week now. I've slowed down
Uh-huh.
and I'm focusing on solving this supply chain problem and
Mm.
stuff like that. And I am planning to get bigger in India. So I'm working on some things to try to expand my reach and become a main player in India.
Sounds like a plan. And I also wanted to ask about the price point. I
Yeah.
feel the pricing was very, very optimal. Like it was very good. Why is that? Because you have the demand. eh, you never had what was the strategy behind it? Because when there's a demand for a design, usually I mean,
Mhm.
what I see, the price goes up.
Yeah.
They they
That's
they keep high, prices for. I mean, they can put a limited edition designs or something like that. What was the strategy behind it?
so actually, in my opinion, the price is high. Um,
Mhm.
the skirts are $68 and the tops are $68 and the skirts are $78. And for
Right.
India, the skirts are I'm forgetting. It's like 3,000 or 4,000,
So
which is
yeah, I
very
think I checked the Indian website. So yeah, I
yeah,
was
the Indian
asking.
website. It's like almost half. And I did that for a reason. Like I want
I
people in
know,
India
yeah.
to buy our stuff.
I didn't know that
So
$78 and
yeah,
$90
it's
for the
expensive.
US markets. Okay. Then it makes sense.
Yeah.
Then it makes sense.
So it's already expensive and I don't
Yeah.
feel like it's fair to make it any more expensive because I mean, I
No, it's
do
fair.
want to increase prices in the next few months actually,
Hmm.
but it won't be so much more. It won't be like we're not going to cross $100.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even if people will buy it, even if I feel like people will buy it even if it hits $100, but I don't want to do that to people. And that's kind of why.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And you have two different websites for two different countries.
No, it's based on IP.
Okay, it's based on IP.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Uh, and coming to the designs part, are you planning for a more different types of designs, or your stick to these designs and increase the number of the inventory? What is that strategy which is going on in your head?
Yeah, so right now we've just been increasing inventory for the same designs, and that's not because I don't want to get a collection out. It just takes forever to get a new collection out. So what I'm doing is kind of re-upping whatever inventory I have, and I'm constantly
Okay.
working on that. However, a new collection is coming out in the next few months, and
Mm.
it's going to be different. It's still going to have beads on it, but it's going to be different and catered to the people that message me every day. I get
Right.
thousands of DMs and
Right.
comments, and
Right.
all the comments are saying, "I want a longer skirt. I want sleeves. I want a dress." And they're getting all three of those. So I'm excited.
Nice. So, how do you take the feedback from your customers? Because feedback is something all the founders rely on. We always try to cater to all the problems the consumers have from our
Yeah.
goods. But there is another say that all if you take everybody's feedback, it doesn't make any sense. So,
Hmm.
what is your take on it?
I agree with both points. I do believe in both points because I've seen it happen. But To begin with, when I was trying to figure out how much to buy of each item, I literally
Hmm.
put a poll on my Instagram story and asked which print they liked the most. And then
Oh,
I'd order more of that based on that.
nice.
So highly, highly listen to my customers. I highly
Right.
listen to my followers on Instagram, and it's a very like symbiotic relationship. I think I help them and they help me, and it's great.
Nice.
So
You really have got a big fan base then.
I don't know about fan base, but I think they trust me, and I'm happy about that.
Yeah, yeah. And let's talk about your future expansion in terms of funding. Are you in plans of raising funds? Because I think you have good numbers, which has come
Mm.
a long way. Staying.
No.
Yeah. Tell me.
Yeah, I'm staying bootstrapped. I'm not planning to raise funding now or even later. I mean, who knows what will happen in a few years, but now I'm not planning to. I think I don't want to give up a percentage of my business at all. And I think that I can, and at worst, I can get a loan, but I don't want to give up any pieces.
That's a really, I mean, a lot of founders out there are finding for co-founders that they want to split the
Mm,
game and do it
mhm.
by splitting all the tasks. And the mindset you have is like going alone. Why is that? Why no co-founder, or why don't you want to delegate your task, your daily hustle?
See, I'm open to having someone in India take and like have them help me run Poosa India.
Hmm.
But for Poosa US, and it's like my baby, and also I need full creative control because I'm so stubborn and I want things a certain way. And if they
Right.
don't go a certain way, like I think I'm right because it's worked so far,
Yeah.
and I don't want people and I don't want like others like opinions on it if I don't agree with it. So just bluntly saying that it won't go my way if someone else has a piece of it. Like
Okay.
creative control at least.
But usually brands are built with people around. Usually brands are built with, you should at least have and team around you, not like co-founders or like giving out
Mm,
equities. At least
yeah,
people who you when you expand your team in departments, you work with people and people come up
yeah,
to you with suggestions and all of that. So how are you
yeah.
going to handle it? And do you have a team, and are you working alone till now? How is that
I've
happening?
been working mostly alone. Of course, I have my manufacturing
Yeah,
like
those are, yeah,
people.
yeah, yeah.
And then I also have a person in Bangalore who like warehouses and ships out my India
Mm,
orders. So I have some stock in India and the US, and he ships out all my India orders. So
mm.
that's one guy on my team. But besides that, which is like that's super minimum. He doesn't work full
Yeah.
time for me. Thing he just
It
fulfills my.
just this. I mean that comes under logistics partners.
Okay.
Let's
Okay,
get into
then.
someone who is operating around you, because
Hmm,
someone like
okay.
that.
So far then it's been nobody, but I've had interns in the past that have helped
Okay.
me with social media a little bit. And now I'm also starting to get more people involved with the social media process because, like I said, it consumes
It's
all
a
my
hustle.
time and I can't
Yeah.
do anything
Yeah.
else. So, yeah, I'm working on like hiring or on even a part-time basis
Yeah.
um, for my social media here and in India.
Okay.
And I'm working with figuring out a graphic designer to make the packaging, make the logo better, make it a little bit more professional and stuff like that. I think
Makes
that's
sense.
my next big goal is to make it really good. The logos,
Right.
the colors, even the social
The
media to look a little
packaging.
bit more
Yeah.
professional.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Packaging plays a huge role in
Yeah.
the product-based industry, where you
Mhm.
see brands like Zara. I mean, just taking out as an example.
Yeah.
They do the packaging really well. But what's your? I mean, since you have mentioned this point that you want to bring this out of packaging experience. What is your strategy behind it, and how was the packaging till now?
Yeah. The packaging till now has been kind of up and down.
Mhm.
It used to be kind of it is still in a plastic pouch, and then that goes in a poly mailer. So it's just been pretty simple. I designed the hang tags myself. I drew out the design and I had designed everything, and it looks really cute. But
Hmm.
recently I started creating some cloth cotton bags where you can put the clothes in and then ship them out.
Okay.
So I made some of that, but I want to go harder. I want to have branded tissue paper, stickers,
Yeah. Yeah.
put that in a really nice cotton envelope, and then
Yeah.
have branded everything. So
Right.
I'm still working on that. Whenever I think about the problems that my business has, I only pick one or two that I focus on
Yeah,
in my,
that's how we have to go. You can't do
yeah.
everything at once.
Exactly. So I'm
Yeah.
not gonna worry about packaging until the supply chain thing is fixed. That's just how it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Another big thought, comes into my mind when D2C
Mhm.
brands want to be more personalized. As I say, do you have this thought of, giving your customer a choice of embedding their initial on somewhere, or, their name somewhere on the skirt, or like on the top? Is there something which is there in your mind? Because I try to push that to any D2C founder who I meet, because I
Why
really
do you
think
push
that because I really think personalization is is something gives us happiness.
that?
I mean, when you see at Apple doing that, you want to put
Mm,
your name on it,
yeah.
and I am addicted to it as a consumer.
Do you have a lot of those that say
Yes,
Abhishek on it?
not Abhishek. I just have
Okay.
a short form of AP on it.
I
It's
love it.
it's just AP. That's it.
Yeah, that's cool. I actually don't have anything with my name on it, which is interesting. I need to get more of those. Maybe that's why I don't do it. But
But I
um,
think a lot of consumers might like it. It's just
yeah, I agree. I agree. So, one thing is I don't have a big enough like I already have enough supply chain problems. To also add someone's name on it. It's gonna take years by the time they get it. That's not gonna work.
So you say that it's a supply chain issue.
I already have enough issues. Maybe in the future. Maybe if
Yeah, maybe
everything
in the
is
future. See, it's not right now. Maybe a
yeah,
year later when everything is fixed, then
exactly. Maybe everything is smoothed out and then I wish I had more problems and then I'll add myself to the problem.
the way you say it is so funny.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. I mean, yeah, I think I've pretty much, cleared all my questions. Is there something that you want to put it out, or about the brand, or about your journey, about something you
Mhm.
want to put it out through your? It's
Yeah.
8 months of your journey.
Yeah. It's been a wild ride, and I want people to be more patient with me. It's so hard. It's so hard. I work really hard, and yet there's always a lot of problems. But I think the clothes are good. They're meant to be here, and I think that it creates happiness in a lot of people. So, stay with me. I'll work on it, and I'll fix it. Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you'll I mean she'll make it work, guys. Yeah.
Yes, I'll make it work.
Then I mean thanks for being on Little Spot, and it was it was fun to host you, Pranisha.
Thank you. Thanks. It was great talking to you. You had some great questions, by the way.
Yeah, yeah. I mean I'll see you. Have a great day.
Okay, bye.
Bye.